Hi guys, this is Abik and I'm back with a full review of my new La Echo 1S Echo. It's a gold color phone, 32 GB variant it is, and I'll give you a complete review of this phone. I'll also give you about review about what cover you should use with this phone with, and probably how you can sort out few issues and what are the different issues you might face with this phone. With some benefits and consequences, so stay tuned. This might just take some time, but I'm sure once we're done with this video you would get a lot of know-hows about this phone, and you can decide whether to go for this phone or not. So first of all, I'll just take off the cover which I have already. So I'm using this phone from the last 1 week. I've been testing out covers, as well as I've also tested out scratch guards, and also that I have complete idea about what are the products which are available in the market for this particular phone, and if you would get them easily. So this is the phone, guys. This is the LTE 1S Echo. I'll just show you the model over here. That's the LTE 1S Echo, and yeah, as you can see, I spoke about this in my last video as well. It is made in China, and not something that's made in India. It's definitely made for India, and this is the cover which it came with. So this is a cover which Flipkart promised, and it's basically a simple cover, a silicone cover you can say, but it's of a good quality. Nothing less, you're getting it for free, so I just wanted to make sure that you know about it. I've also installed a screen guard on top of it, as you can see here. So coming back to the benefits and why you should buy the phone, probably the reason number one is the build quality, which is very good for this price point. I have purchased it from Flipkart for 9,000 rupees. That is including the cashback, because I used the HDFC debit card. So including that, it came for 9,000 rupees, and for this price point, the kind of resolution, the kind of build quality it is giving is really nice. Okay, so as you can see, the phone has a really premium build quality, and it's built to last. And yeah, basically when you touch the phone itself, you'll get to know how good the phone is in terms of build. Okay, now after the build quality, I'll talk about is something which I really like about the phone is the display quality of this phone. Okay, the display is premium. The display is pretty bright. Now I'm using this phone in kind of semi-outdoor conditions. I have a window open in front of me, so as you can see, the display is quite visible. And I'll just show you how you can increase the brightness, and then we have it at this level. Basically, we can increase it further, and you'd be able to see that it is quite bright, vivid, and you would be able to kind of see the display in outdoor lighting conditions as well. So kudos, the display is good. After the display, another thing which I find which is really great about this phone is the performance of the phone. Till now, I have not faced any lag whatsoever in this particular phone. Okay, I have been using it quite a lot for gaming, and day to day I've been using WhatsApp and all the regular things you can do with a phone probably, and I have not faced any issues with the performance so far. It has never got stuck or it gave up. So I would say that's a good thing about the phone. And last but not the least, the fingerprint scanner. That's the fingerprint scanner. Yes, I have I've heard about how good or bad the fingerprint scanner is in other reviews. Now, just to inform you guys that the fingerprint scanner is not very fast. However, it's not very slow as well. So it takes, when you keep the phone for a couple of for half an hour, 1 hour idle, and then when you touch the phone, it takes some time, around 1 second or so. Okay, but it will recognize your fingerprint. If you just keep your finger over here, it will recognize and it will unlock the phone. So no issues whatsoever. At times, like almost 85-90% of the times, it would be able to recognize your finger. and if it is not, you just need to try it once again and it would work. So I don't think so it's an issue. So that is being taken care of. Apart from fingerprint scanner, you also have this particular thing over here, which is the infrared sensor. Okay, which for 9,000 rupees device is, again, I would say a good step. You can control your TV, or you can control an AC, or even a camera, basically using this. So going forward, like this can become a good investment for the amount you're spending here. Okay. Apart from this, we have not yet received an update about the channels. I guess we are going to get it on the 24th or 28th. I don't remember the exact date. But yeah, once we have the channels coming in here, that would again be an additional bonus, and you would be able to browse through, like almost like you would have a collection of over 2,000 movies, and Hangama and Eros now. It's getting partnered with all of them, so yeah, again, this is going to give you a good value for money, because again, as you know, Laiko has mentioned that the price of that would be somewhere around 4,500 or so. So again, for a phone which you're getting for under 10,000, if you're getting freebies of about 4,500, 5,000, then again, for this build, I would say it's a good phone. Okay. Now coming to the cons of this particular phone, I was using it. There are good things, there are bad things. I have not found a phone which is perfect. So even this phone is not perfect. I'll tell you about the cons of this particular phone. The very first thing is the RAM management. So I'll just show you currently. I just have 1 GB RAM which is available for free out of the 3 gigs. Okay, so lot of RAM is getting used. Not sure how the software is managing the RAM, but I'll just show you the settings over here so that you also have a rough idea about how things would work out. So let's go to app management, and here you'll be able to see the RAM in this section over here. Let me just bring the brightness down, I guess. Okay, perfect. You should be able to see it over here. So now if you see, the system is taking about 1.1 GB of RAM, which is still okay. But if you look at the apps, it's about 364 MB of RAM it's taking over there, and the 1.2 GB RAM is still free. See, so far the phone has been working well, and I have not faced any issue with the RAM so far, like in terms of multitasking and playing games and then closing and switching up to app and all. But yeah, I would have been really pleased if at least I would have got 1.5 to 1.8 GB free, even after installing the apps and running all those things. But yeah, having said that, this is fine. As of now, it's working fine, so I cannot really complain. But I would have loved if they would have been able to manage the RAM in a better way. Okay. Having said that, you never know. A future update might just come in, and you might see a better management of RAM. I'm not sure what is around the corner. So apart from RAM management, the other things I don't like about this phone is the camera. I'll just show you a few samples which I've taken from this particular camera. Let me again increase the brightness a bit so that you're able to see the quality of pictures out here. So I have been testing the camera, and yes, I have been able to get another difference from between this phone and the other phone, which is the LE 1S, not the Eco version, the other version. Okay, so I'll just tell you what the other difference is. So basically this is a camera app. Now for a LE 1S, okay, which is the higher variation for this one, you have an option here. Just go to photos and settings. Okay, let me go over here and let me go to videos. Okay, perfect. So in LE 1S you have an option to take 4K, but here there is no option to take 4K. I guess this is not a turbo processor, so probably that's where it lags. Okay, you do have slow motion, and in a while I'll show you a sample of slow motion as well. So I'm disappointed because 4K is not present in LE 1S Echo. So that's a difference a lot of guys have been missing, but I've been able to find that out. Not sure if this matters to you, but yeah, I just wanted to highlight this. So apart from that, I'll share some photos we have taken. So basically, these are random clicks I've taken in normal light conditions basically. So these are indoor lighting, I would say. So these are few selfies which we tried. So as you can see, the quality is not that great of the front camera. It's decent, like can be used. I'm not saying that it cannot be used. Okay, this is the rear camera. So the rear camera is really something that's disappointing, because I'm not able to find good clarity. At least in indoor lighting conditions, there is no clarity as such. Okay, and see, I'll just show you a few more pics. Again, this is indoor lighting condition, and you'll not be able to see much clarity in this pic. Even the editing software is not that great. So I'll just show you the editing software as well. So here, let me just check. Okay, here is an option to edit. If you go to the editing software, there are minimum settings which are available. You can only probably change some kind of effects and all, but I have not been able to find anything apart from this. So you can crop it, you can change your effects and all. However, brightness and all those settings, all those options are not available. So that's another negative point. I tried taking pictures in the dark, and as you can see, the shutter speed which the camera chose by itself, of course, because it was an auto, it was really slow. So with a slight shake of my hand, you can see everything is just like haywire, and you will not be able to make out what is there in the picture. This is another photo which it was able to take in a stable fashion. I'll just show it to you. It's my bike. So if you look at the photo again, the details are missing. There's nothing much in this photo, and there's a lot of noise. So I'm a professional kind of photographer, so of course I might not like it, but even for a regular person who is using a camera, a mobile camera, or a regular digital camera, even someone with that experience would not like this camera much. Okay, so here's a sample of a slow motion which I've taken, which is a good feature, I would say. So as you can see, this is how slow it is. This will give you an idea about how the slow motion is exactly. Not very slow, but yeah, it's a feature you can have. Of course, this is something that's not available in budget devices. You might have seen this in kind of iPhones and stuff. It's another slow motion video. So as you can see, the bike goes really slowly, so it's okay. It's another slow motion video. Apart from that, a good feature about this camera is the ability to take panorama shots, which I really like. Okay, so I've taken this shot. It's really wide and it has captured good amount of details. Okay, so I'll just show you full screen of this particular thing. So here is where the clip starts, and as you can see, it's all the way this side. However, it was not able to kind of manage the white balance or the brightness level over here. But yeah, apart from that, I would say the picture quality is good for panorama. So that's a good thing. And this is a test of the front camera, guys. So I'll just pan it and I will show you. This is the front camera. The front camera, the video recording for the front camera is good. I don't have much complaints about that. But yeah, when it comes to the quality, this is how. I'll just show you another picture of the front camera. Okay, and this is a picture I've taken of the rear camera here. So this is in good lighting conditions and all. So it's okay, but it's not that great. Okay. Apart from that, I'll talk about. I'll just show you another video which I've taken. I have not taken. I'm sorry. A video which I've installed in this particular phone. Give me one moment. Let me just find the video. It should be here. Let me reduce the volume because otherwise this would go under the quality of video. Okay, so it's a full HD video, as you can see here. The quality of the screen is really good. The processing is fast, as you can see. You can zoom in and you can zoom out. So, and as far as the performance of the processor is concerned, it's very good. I'll show you a benchmark as well, which I have over here. Let me just find the gallery app. Okay, and here are the screenshots. So in Ninamark, it was able to score 58.3 FPS, which is a good score. I have tested Antutu as well. First time it gave me 50,000. Second, it gave me 52,097. So this was after installing a couple of apps, not all the apps which you see at the moment which I have, but a couple of apps. So I guess the score would go around 53. Okay, without any apps and all. But yeah, 50,000 is what you can probably think of getting from this phone, which is a good score. Okay, now apart from that, as you can see here, the scroll function and everything is working pretty well. Now after the front camera, the other con which I would like to talk about is the battery backup. The battery is decent, I would say. If it would give you about 3.5 hours of screen on time. So I'll just show you. Currently I have 41% charge left. Okay, so far the screen has utilized 23%, the system 22%, 10. So if I look at the screen, if you look at the screen on time, it's now 1 hour 26. Okay, I've been using this phone, so around about 3.5 hours is what you can expect from this phone. So it would somehow last over a day, not comfortably, but yeah, somehow it can give you a day's backup. As far as the heating is concerned, when you're taking calls, I have not faced any issues. While taking calls, the phone doesn't get heated up. Okay, and I'm using this phone with this particular cover, which I brought from eBay. Okay, it came with a shield, but I took the shield off because it was making the phone quite thick. So I just took the shield off, and this is the cover I'm using. So quite a thick cover, but at the same time it's made of some kind of silicone or rubber. So when I'm using the phone with this cover, I'm not finding any heat. Now you need to understand it, guys. This is a 8-core processor. Okay, running inside a phone which is slim. You have the battery inside, you have the screen inside, everything is within this particular kind of 8mm or 7.5 or 7.8 mm. Okay, so now, and there is, unlike computers, we don't have any fan in it to cool it down, or we don't have vents wherein the heat can come out from. So if the phone is made of metal, of course it will heat. Okay, so there's nothing that this is not something that can be avoided. I'm sure even if they come up with better software upgrades and all, but the heat issue is something which can be brought down, but it cannot be completely, we cannot get rid of it because of the kind of phone it is and the kind of build quality it has. It would have some heat. So overall, it's a good device. I would probably rate out of 7. I would rate it 6.5. Out of 10. I would rate it a 6.5 or 7, around that bracket. Keeping in mind the budget and the performance of the device, I also played Asphalt 8 and this and Dead Trigger 2, and I had no issues. I've been playing Asphalt 8 in the highest settings possible and Dead Trigger 2, but no issues so far. Overall, it's a good device. It has some cons. Okay, if you're able to get this phone for 9,000, I would say go for it. But if they choose to increase the price to 10,800, I would probably ask you to go for any other option or look for other options in the market. You have Moto G as well, Moto G4 as well in the market now. For the price of 9,000, so anything below 10,000, yep, I can suggest you this phone. Okay, but above that, I would recommend probably check out more options. So that's all from my end, guys. You can like this video, you can subscribe, and if you have any particular question about this phone which I'm not answering in this video, just ping me on the video and just add a comment. I'd be more than happy to guide you or help you with that. Yeah, so that's all from my end, guys. If you have any concerns, let me know. You can please like and subscribe, and have a good day. Take care, guys.